Hi, I'm Thuli Magubane from Mint Fresh Advisory Services, and as you know, we have chosen a company to work with in March, which is Kweni Retail Foods, and they are the beneficiaries this month of Bizz Boost. We're here at one of their operations to have a look at what they do, and they are focused in the food and beverage industry, and today we're at one of their canteens to have a look at their operations, meet some of the staff, and get a feel for the business. What difficult decisions do you think you need to make going forward?
Going forward is obviously we're looking at growing our business. I mean, we are looking in the next year and a half to try and control our supply chain a bit better. You know, we prefer to have our own butchery running versus buying the meat because we consume a lot of protein in this business. So what we're looking at doing is to try and control the downstream supply chain as much as possible. Oil is a killer in this business. If we could get to a point where we press our own oil, that would be great, because what it would do is it allow us to offer our consumers and customers a better price, more consistency, you know. So moving forward is how we embrace the growth.
But I mean,
versus,
so you're talking about in the next year and a half to be able
1 year, 2 years, you know, that's.
But won't that be detracting from your core business then?
See, the reality of it, what I'm saying in terms of how would the difficulties, we need to balance our outlet, which is as Violet Catering and Kweni to Go, which is where the meals are consumed, versus what our cost, which is our downstream supply chain in terms of how we get the raw materials in. That's where the decisions need to be made properly in terms of how we embrace growth on the outlet versus what we're able to do from a supply side.
But don't you think that's a little bit ambitious, too ambitious? If you're still struggling to bed down just the proper structure and foundation of the current business?
It is ambitious, you know, it is very ambitious. I mean, starting the business the way we did was ambitious, but you know, that ambition and that will to the determination, you know, the love for the business and love for what we do, you know, I think is going to carry us through.
What would you say is the strength of the business? What is Kweni really good at?
Well, what we're really good at is defining the vision of what the business is trying to do. I think we're passionate people. Our CEO is passionate. He's someone who's worked in the industry a long time. Our head of operations, Mr. Masinge.
Well, what is that? You said the vision. So what is the vision?
Well, the vision of the business is to create food that is exciting, to create brands that create excitement, not only through engaging with our customers, but food that is able to excite, that's healthy, and yeah, that's mainly what the vision is.
And how do you fit in that?
Well, I try to fit in by trying to create products that fit into that vision.
As the operations manager, which one do you think has the most potential in terms of growth?
Kweni to Go, it is, yes, the number one that we're targeting more, but as well as the contract catering as in Violet Catering, because this is the one that we started with. Okay.
What's your biggest wish or aspiration for the business?
Is to see myself having more contract than ever. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many, but more. Yes.